Yo, what is good, everyone? Welcome to week 18 of M.F.M.F's Heavy Hitter segment. This week, wow, we got the man, the myth, the legend himself. Holy crap. Now, first off, big question. How do I pronounce it?
Ha, that's a big question. It's Wood, W-O-D-D, so Wood, not Wood, like Wood. It's better.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I thought, but I heard other people pronounce it different, and then I was like, damn, maybe I'm wrong. And
Yeah, but for listen, explain it's like the word weird and the word odd together, like just weird and odd, wood. Simple.
okay, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
clever. Um, so yeah, I've been out here making a name for yourself. Released multiple songs on Subsidia, EP
Yeah.
on Bygor and Canniballin, as well as some stuff on Circus. Collabed with Borgor, like just played Lost Lands. Like, okay, how was that? How was Lost Lands?
Ah, it was amazing. Like my first experience in the US and in North America, and just the stage, the people, like everybody, like just a dream, like awesome.
Oh,
The
I
sound
bet.
system is so loud but pure, just awesome.
That's amazing. That is the goal one day.
Oh yeah, yeah, and I get the chance to play on the main stage at the pre-party with some artists who are just fuck like in the main stage with all the people, all the artists like Sullivan King, Excision, uh, Subtronics. Just this is amazing.
Yeah, no, I saw a couple of videos from that. That just looked absolutely mind blowing. Like,
Yeah.
holy crap. um, so starting off with them good basics. What's your name? Where are you from? And kind of, general information. Kind of.
Yeah. So my name is David. I came from Paris. I live in Paris today. And I'm a teacher in music school right now, and music composer like Wodd, as Wodd today. Yeah, also.
Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
cool. Um, so do you teach primarily like EDM stuff, or is it more like a music theory or?
It's like I'm part of DJ school, so I learn DJ to the others, and some production like with Ableton or FL Studio, like basics like EDM2, but basic like hip hop or not. I can pretty much do anything on Ableton, so just the basic for some producer. And if I get a course with like more expert people, it will be on dubstep or EDM.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Out there for the people, getting them trained up. I mean, yeah, the stuff you do is just so mind blowing. Not just how clear it is and how loud everything comes through, but just the sounds too are just like what the fuck, like.
Yeah. Yeah, the sound design part of my song is like my favorite part. I can do sound design all day and add just a bunch of bass of even not basses like leads or something like sounds weird. I'm like, okay, that's good, and I get some idea put together in the song, and that's why my bass are either sometimes really weird. Like some songs I will release, I think next year are more experimental that I released today.
Yeah, I definitely hear a lot of kind of freeformy experimental
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
going on in there. Do you use a serum for?
yeah. I use Serum, Faceplant 2. Uh, Nowadays I learn Pigment 3,
Okay.
and I use Reason and FL Studio sometimes. Some plugin of other DAW that should try out some stuff.
That's crazy. You're using all different types of things, not just kind of
Yeah,
one.
yeah, because all VST are have a song, specific song. Like Serum is very clean. Like to learn synthesis, bass synthesis, dubstep, it's just perfect. But you can explore like Faceplant is very powerful. I mainly use it for drum and bass and Reese bass and stuff like that. But you can do
Okay.
pretty much everything with it.
That's sick. That's sick. Um, so kind of a broad question because I know you do a lot. You hear a lot of dubstep, you hear like some techno, some like experimental. But if you had like a side project for a more different genre, what genre would it be?
Ah, that's a good question. Like, I love to do some house stuff,
Hmm.
but house stuff, and mainly how I don't know if they're style for like mm, soul, funk, hip hop, main
Okay.
like with like basses, like in dubstep.
Yeah.
That's that's kind of strange, but I got the collab with an amazing singers in Montreal, and I will release it. It's kind of hip hop and dubstep together with some funky style in there. So I don't know if this would be like a side project. Or I would release it with Wood. I don't know yet.
Yeah, because one thing I noticed is some brands kind of struggle with, doing multiple
Yeah,
genres. Sometimes it's not perceived good by their fan base or whatever. But I noticed with your kind of branding and everything, it all just works perfectly. Like, if it's a dubstep song or like a more techno song on the same EP, it's still everything's
yeah,
like perfect.
yeah. That's kind of project I want to do because I don't want to do only dubstep, only techno, only. I want to make it what I want to. So in EP like techno, dubstep, or weird stuff, it's like good to have an EP with all this kind of stuff and people react good on it. Like
Yeah.
good for me. Yeah.
So I love about it is yeah, you could just like put on one of your EPs or just all your songs and just hit shuffle and you go through every different thing, each song's different. It's like, oh, are we gonna headbang? Are we gonna like shuffle? Like what's coming
Yeah, yeah,
up?
yeah. That's cool. That's cool. But in France, like people in dubstep party, we don't want to hear dubstep, so that's kind of difficult to try something else in dubstep party in Paris because people are very no mind closed, but in dubstep party it's dubstep or rhythm, not some other stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of can kind of hinder and put you in a box a little bit, but here I'm in Colorado, but I've played like shows in Cali, played shows here in
Mm.
Colorado, and like especially like mainly the house parties, they do not like dubstep at all, which
Yeah.
kind of sucks. I'll be playing something, then I'll try to like kind of work into some trap and try to ease into some dubstep, and then someone will come up and be like, hey, you should tone it down a little bit, and I'm like, okay,
Okay.
all right.
Oh yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
cool that um globally dubstep is becoming more and more asked for. Like always kind of was under the assumption, dubstep is mainly biggest in America, and then other kind of countries don't really like it as much. I mean, not don't like it, but it's not as popular. So it's cool hearing
Yeah.
that there are places where they're like, give us dubstep, and
Yeah, that's good because in Europe, I don't know if you have some club or some club where they are dubstep. Like we are mainly some private party or festival, but it's like very small compared to US or North America.
yeah, hopefully they'll change one. They'll love dubstep everywhere.
Yeah, that's what we hope so.
Oh yeah. So do you think physical health is important for producing and playing shows? And if so, how do you maintain your physical health while sitting at a computer for hours producing?
Yeah, I think it's really important. Like, it's play a major role in my production career, if I can call it, because when you have a good health, you can produce well, and you can be have a I don't know how to say like time to work, time to do other things, and every day like the same things. Because if you work when you can, when you are asleep or at night, your production time will not be the same every time, and you cannot have like a good production read for the label or for to be professional. It's like hard when you don't have it read. So I prefer to have a good health. Like I do sport like 4 times a week,
Nice.
and I work on the school like not every day, like 2 3 days per week, and all the other day I work on music every hour, like uh, to 8 p.m. to 8 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Okay, so sounds like you, yeah, kind of stick with a bit of a strict schedule. You're like, oh, it's time
Yeah,
to, sit down and grind. So if you're not necessarily feeling a creative flow or not feeling production today, if it's still that time, do you still sit down and try to crank something out and or at least get the
yeah,
practice
definitely.
in?
I try not to do some song, but try some stuff. Like, okay, I'm not in the mood of creating songs, so I'm gonna try like another VST. Gonna try another style, like watch some YouTube tutorial to I don't know, hard rock or funky disco, something like that, and try to do something and learn like what's musician, what's instrument, and just try out something. And hopefully, I came with an idea. I can transform it in dubstep or other song.
Awesome. Yeah, that's definitely something I hear people struggle with, and I definitely struggle with a lot on my own is yeah, when you're not necessarily feeling it, trying to find that fine line of needing to still sit down and crank at it, but not wanting to push it and needing to take a step
Yeah,
back. And I feel like there's a fine line to try and find,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
that's
That's hard.
definitely been a struggle.
Yeah, that's a struggle for everybody. Like every artist have a struggle. Like I got like when I finish a song, the day after I try to do something else with another song. I can't. So I just like watch YouTube tutorial and try out something like having fun. We don't. I don't want to forget to having fun when I'm making music, because
Exactly.
when I'm too on the world, like I got to do this, I got to do this. No, it's not working for me. I get to have fun, because when I get fun, like the day can pass in 1 minute, so it's like very enjoyable.
Yeah, gotta enjoy it. And that's obvious for the most part when all the best music definitely comes out is when you're having a great time. You're just
Yeah,
not even feeling like work, and it's just
yeah, that's it.
stuff just flows out.
Yeah.
Um, so what were your music interests before EDM? And sounds like you definitely try to kind of incorporate that into your music now.
Mm, I was listening to a lot of hard rock, like things like that. Like my favorite group was System of Down,
Okay. Yeah.
but I listen like a lot of things, like not the radio, but like I got some discover playlist, and I could discover too many songs like every day, another song. And before the EDM part, I was a lot hard rock. Pendulum was one of my favorite group. I don't know if you know Pendulum.
I do
It's
not.
like it's like rock drum and bass style, like old group
Ooh.
rock and drum and bass. Like
Okay.
it was like Prodigy, but 10 years after there. But it's like what make me enter in the EDM world and the bass music world. Of course, I listen left a lot of EDM, like Tomorrowland stuff in like
Mhm.
10 years ago, and that's what the music festival was like. Oh, that's awesome! Like the energy, the feelings, and after that, and I was interested in drum and bass dubstep, and find myself to make a music school and go for it.
Awesome. That's so cool. Um, so were friends and family like supportive of you wanting to do music as a career? Like, did you ever get the, you need a real job by your parents or whoever?
Yeah, but yeah, of course. But before I entered in the music world, I was like chief in multimedia and communication, like a project.
Okay.
And just finished my studies and was like, okay, I don't want to do that like all my life. I want to take a year to make music. It was one of my passion I never explored. So I did music school for a year, and I was like, okay, at the end of the school, if I'm good and I think I can get somewhere with it, I will continue this way. After this 1 year, the school take me as a teacher, so I was like, okay, that's maybe a good sign. And it was like 4 years ago, so
Okay.
it's like pretty recent. And here I am now, so I think I make a good choice. But my parents was like, at first, okay, it's kind of weird, but when you, I think when you see your child like enjoy the work, enjoy when the music like that, can, okay, go for it.
Hmm.
That's it.
That's cool. I feel like definitely once going to school for it, it's more involved. Parents are a little more like
Yeah,
lenient with
secure.
it.
Yeah.
You know, if you're just kind of like, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna do this, and
Yeah.
don't really go to school for it. They're kind of like, all right, maybe keep your job just for now at least. But definitely feel like, yeah, going to school, the parents are a little more like, okay, this is
Yeah.
something very serious.
Yeah, but have a backup plan. It's like for parents, like you have to have a backup. Like if music don't work because music is hard, yeah, have a backup plan there. But is if music is really your passion, make like you can make 100 of your time in music. You can try this like for 1 2 3 years and see what happens. Because if in like 3 years you can go anywhere, think to have a backup plan and continue music next, because it would be hard to do only music if you can have money with.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And did you notice your kind of parents I guess in a way worry a little less when you kind of like start getting noticed more, getting more plays, get more recognition. They're like, okay, he's on to something, this is something he's actually really good at, and getting recognition for. You kind of see him ease off a little bit and kind of be more like, okay, yeah, dude, this is awesome.
Yeah, the proud, and then like it's more secure for them. And even if again, I earn not a lot of money with dubstep, because dubstep is like in Europe like pretty small scene. But um when you see an artist growing like that and have some recognition, like you say, it's like you can trust this in the future he will find a way to earn money, earn his life with music. So if he's happy in your music and he can earn his life, it's like perfect for my parents, like.
Awesome. Yeah, I guess that is definitely the end goal dream, just to
Yeah.
be able to financially live off it and just be like, I love doing this and it pays for everything. Like,
Yeah, that's a dream.
uh, this is my favorite question. What is the craziest thing you ever witnessed at a show, either playing or in the crowd? Just some kind of event or something that happened where you're just like, dude, that just happened. Like,
Uh, it was at Lutzland. I was like in front of the Void set, and
Mhm.
just next to me, I was with my girlfriend, who is a photographer for me, and just next to me, a couple asked my photographer, the man in the couple asked my photographer to photograph them, and the man just asked in a, I don't know, it's a wedding, mariage. It's like
Oh, proposed?
yeah, propose, make a proposal, and just
Yeah.
like next to me, I was like, okay, okay, I'm part of the thing. I don't know what to do. And it was like in the void just after my set. I was like, okay, what's happened? I don't know what to do. It was just crazy how the couple were so beautiful. It was a mind blowing thing, I think.
Yeah, because I mean, that's definitely a big moment in someone's life. You know, they're gonna remember
Yeah,
that forever and everything as the start of a whole new chapter for them, and just to kind of be there and be a part of that is
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
something to remember.
That that's crazy. That's really crazy for me.
Oh, that's so cool. Um, so if you could go back in time, would you change something in your music career or do something differently? And if not, what's like a tip or trick or some advice you would tell your self like when you're just starting out?
It's a tough question. I don't know if I will change something because I'm pretty happy where
Mm-hmm.
I'm now. But if I get some tips, like I always say with my students, just hard work will always pay. Sorry, like if you work with passion and if you're hardworking, I think there's no doubt you can succeed in it. Like music is with a lot of chains, luck, and it's hard. But when you hard work, there are so many people who just make music for fun. But if you're hardworking, you can get somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the main tips. Before I make music, I wasn't playing any instrument. I wasn't interesting in really in making music, but just after I got into dubstep, I was like, okay, I got to do that and hard work. And today, I think I'm pretty good on what I do,
Oh yeah.
so I'm pretty happy with it. So I think in 4 years, I can every people with hard work can get where I am now.
Oh yeah. That's definitely kind of funny that you say that because I noticed that with myself and I hear it from others too, is not really having any musical background before going into
Yeah,
EDM. I tried a couple. I tried like piano a little bit or guitar and like just nothing really picked up. You know, tried writing raps or whatever and
yeah,
just nothing ever really picked up or stuck with me. And then as soon as I started like mixing and producing and all of that, I was like, okay, this is something I'm actually kind of getting a hang of a little bit and been doing now for years, not producing, but been mixing for years now and just now getting into the producing game a little bit. And
yeah.
another
Sure.
thing that's like, you know, never when starting out a new instrument found something that just kind of clicked as much.
Yeah.
And it's kind of interesting how yeah, people who don't have any or much music kind of background are able to
Mm.
just connect with EDM so quickly.
Yeah, yeah, but you're right. Like mixing is like a good way to enter the producing world. Like you get to know how the song work, how to mix them, like EQ, what is it, okay? And when you mix song, uh, you can like imagine like how did he make this bass? How did he make this instrumental, these drums? And you can get step by step in the world of Ableton, FL Studio, and it's a really good way to enter the producing world.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I'll definitely I mean just yeah, going through so many songs, you know, trying to find new stuff to mix, you're constantly hearing how people are doing stuff and then you'll kind of hear like one person do something new and then you'll kind of hear other songs later on down the road that kind of start
Yeah,
doing that too and it's kind of start seeing trends and then when you're working on your own music, you know, you can kind of hear how stuff's supposed to go
yeah,
and definitely with
yeah,
the
exactly.
mixing and mastering because I mean nothing sucks more than playing a show or a party or something and then you go to drop a song and it's just like the bass is kind of flat and it's a little more
Yeah,
quiet and it's kind of like oh that maybe wasn't the one but
yeah, yeah,
definitely think about that when producing though.
yeah. That's right. That's right. Like mastering in dubstep is like not the most difficult thing because you can ask every producer like at the end of the mastering session is like clipping, like you're clipping, you know what is it, clipping? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just clipping makes some louder enough, and it's not just that, but at the end of the chain is always a clipper. like for everybody. So
Yeah, I think I noticed being the hardest with kind of mixing mastering dubstep is the low ends. Trying to make all the low ends
mm,
sound good has definitely been, because you know you don't want to, you got several different sounds going on, you know,
yeah.
maybe different leads or something, but you don't want to take the low end out of everything, but then you got low end colliding, and it's just it's a bit of a struggle, but we're getting there.
Yeah, it's a bit of a struggle, but when you understand like every frequency, how they work, how uh to mix your stereo, how to do this, it's not so complicated. It's just you have to find the way to make it work, and when you find a way, it's a lot more clear for you.
Yeah, no, it's definitely pretty much where I'm at, is trying to, yeah, find what plugins make stuff work with each other and make everything sit together good and all that.
Yeah.
So I feel like you kind of touched up on this a little bit previously, but if you weren't doing music, what would you be doing right now? Kind of what would your life be like?
That's also a tough question. Like right now, I don't see me do anything uh other than music. But
Mhm.
if I can, if I didn't do music, I think I would be stick with my old job, like an project communication chief or thing like that. But I really don't know. That's a tough question. I never wonder
Yeah,
like
but we
if
like asking. More
yeah,
to make
yeah,
you think.
yeah. If I get to stop the music right now, I think I would be teacher in music school. It's it's always music, but I'm not producing not in just music school. Maybe because I love teaching, but
Hmm.
yeah, that's a tough question. I don't know. I don't really know.
Oh yeah. Um, you kind of brought this one up a little bit earlier too, but at what moment did you know music was what you wanted to do with your life? Like, you know, you
Hmm.
mentioned a festival that you're just like, oh, this is just perfect. This is what I want to do.
There's I think two moments. Like the first time I get to a dubstep party, I was like, okay, that's the vibe, that the feeling I want to make. And when I see the DJ in front of me, like headbanging with other people, I was like, okay, I want to be there. And the other time, I think it was a friend of mine was telling me like, if I want to do something, I just do it. Like no question asked. I want to do this. I did this. I was like, okay, okay, I want to do the same. Like, okay, I want to do music. Okay, let's go. I want to do it right now. And I was like, for me, it was just okay, mind blowing. Okay, I want to do this. Let's go. And the dubstep party with my friend now. I think this is the moment I take the decision to make music. Yeah, to enter in the music life. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. I tried mixing a little bit before I went to my first rave. Is like a my school did like a week-long program because one of our
Mhm.
teachers were a DJ, so she like kind of was teaching people, and I was like, okay, this is cool. And I did it for like maybe a couple months, and then stopped for a while. But then yeah, after I went to my first show, I was just like, yeah, this I gotta buckle down and do more of this. And then yeah, just ever since then, it's just been nonstop at it. Um, what would you say your like kind of first dubstep artists were that kind of introduced you to the genre?
The first one, the first one, like when I was in school, like long time ago, was Skrillex. Like a
Hmm.
lot of people, but what really um introduced me into the dubstep world later in dubstep party, I think it was Bogo. That's kind of funny that I get I get a collab with him now,
Yeah, I was gonna
but
say how yeah, someone that kind of introduce you to the whole thing, an OG in the game for many years, and one day you go from listening to him being like, oh, this is cool what he's doing, to now making music with him. Like,
Yeah, yeah. That definitely it was Bogo. And make a collab with him was like a dream that was mind blowing. Okay, this guy take me to the dubstep world, and now I get a collab with him. Like, okay, okay, that's cool.
oh, that's crazy. That is mind blowing.
Definitely.
um so last question. If you are not already, at what point will you be content with your music career?
Okay. Can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah, so if you're not already, at
Yeah.
what point will you be like content
Okay.
or satisfied with your music career?
Okay. I think the world project I want to make is like more not DJ project, like more show music experience show, things like because when I hear see show like BTSM,
Mm-hmm.
like Excision, like other show like Flume, I don't, Flume, like
Mm-hmm.
for the music part, and like okay, that's another world, that something I want to do, and I think when I will get to this point, I will have another goal. I think I would have, I think I will not finish my career at this point. Uh, but like I have a great show, not DJing, but live making. I don't know if you saw my live with my guitar, like a destroyed one.
Oh, I did not. Oh,
I make a I get here now. Um, if you
oh, nice.
That's a unique build, like destroyed, like I got lead. I can control Ableton with it, and that's part of the future live, the big live I want to make. That's the first part, but like full live, full visual show, full experience with only my song. I think that the main goal I want to do.
That's insane. Yeah, and definitely. You always see people who incorporate, live, more visual experience and stuff like that. People really are fucking with that and
Yeah,
connecting with it. I mean, yeah, Snails did that thing where he had the screen like in front and behind
yeah,
him, and it made that weird like 3D effect. Like,
yeah. That was so
that's
dope.
crazy. All the void stuff, he's floating
Yeah,
above the stage and all that, or
yeah,
coming
that's
out in a
crazy.
casket. Like,
Yeah, that's what crazy. Like thing like that is like mind blowing. Like you get to see one show like that, you just like, okay, that's fucking awesome.
just hooked. And yeah, it's one thing that's crazy about Excision shows is, yeah, his, visuals, he doesn't have, the same couple different clips on loop throughout the whole time. It's like
Yeah,
different, little visual stuff going on each, for the most part, each
yeah,
drop, it's a whole different scene, a whole different
yeah,
vibe, and then it goes that way for a little bit, and then it's something completely different. And it's always,
yeah.
that definitely draws people in more, because you're not just seeing the same random clip on loop or something.
Yeah. It's like watching old movie or thing, video games in love with the step, just crazy with the big screen and the
Hmm.
sound systems. Yeah, that's crazy. Definitely think like that with also like sound experience, not only dubstep, like multi-jaw, like some weird stuff, like thing you will only hear in my show. Like I want to have
Hmm.
a very unique experience with visual and with sound. That's the main goal I want to do.
Yeah, no, it's definitely mind blowing how people do that. Like 1788L,
Mm.
how he pretty much mixes his own stuff, or it's just crazy to think making enough music for a full hour set is
Yeah.
just like wow. And then yeah, like you said, is no one else has seen that, say, you can go to a festival and you'll hear the same song played out 5 or 6 different times by different artists, and it's like, oh, here we go again.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
you see something like that, and it's every drop is just something brand new, and it's definitely crazy, but just makes the experience whole. Just
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
everything being new and all that.
Yeah. That this kind of stuff I love. Like right now I think I got 49 IDs like unreleased. Yeah, I produce a lot and I can make I think I make 2 hour of full Wodd like set. Like I'm pretty good at this time to make a full show of myself.
Yeah, no. Yeah, sadly it was not at Lost Lands, but next time you are in the States for a show, I will be there. And I'm hyped to see what you bring.
Yeah, thank you, man.
And then yeah, that's cool with the guitar too and all that. That's
Yeah,
live performances are crazy. I saw a live set by Step once, and they had like an
yeah,
actual drum kit, and then the pianos and drum pads, and he's singing the whole time. And
yeah.
live shows are definitely a whole different vibe, but it's really cool seeing all that because incorporated. Because you hear a lot like, oh, it's just press play, whatever. You're a DJ,
Mm.
not a musician. But now it's like, well, what do you guys say now? Now there's a bunch of
Yeah.
live instruments here, and we're still doing this.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like, I try right now to have a performance live and mixing, like, do in the same time. Like, I take the guitar and after right go on the play on the CDG and try to add the like the rhythmic of the CDG. Like you play a lot of song like quickly, and have some break with the guitar, more melodic stuff, and after you come back to CDG to have like something pretty with a good rhythm, I think.
Oh yeah, and it's definitely uh include I've not yeah, it kind of includes the crowd more, especially we had a show once for our opener set was guy mixing, but then he had a vocalist, like a MC kind of guy, and
Mm.
he's at the front of the stage in the crowd, getting everyone
Yeah,
around and rapping and all that. And it's just crazy how EDM is such a versatile genre that can go with
yeah,
almost any music. You could do EDM and jazz, you could do metal, rap, and then now it's starting to bring in all these, saxophones and all
yeah.
that. And I'm just excited to see where it goes, especially with people like you who are noticing that and focusing more on the live aspect than just,
Mm.
nasty drops and
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah, yeah. That that's another part. Like a DJ who only do mix DJ like a CDG. It's just fine. Like you can do or something like you can watch Subtronics. Subtronics make
Oh
like
yeah.
I don't know how many track in 1 hour. It's like a performance or live stuff, but in dubstep with CDG. It's very cool too. Like the main goal, the main point is like have fun and make
Mm-hmm.
what you want to see when you go in the festival. That's what I learn and what I do. Like okay, if I'm in the crowd, what I want to see, what will be mind blowing for me.
Mm-hmm. Like what's his name? Squinto's the Octo Chop when he takes 8
Yeah, yeah,
songs and he's just putting it on the screen. And oh my god,
yeah.
it's
That was
crazy
dope.
stuff people are even doing, yeah, with just CDJs, but
Yeah,
they're able to accomplish and do even then.
yeah. Can do so much stuff with
It's
them. Yeah.
crazy. But thank you all for watching this amazing episode. Huge thanks for Wood for taking the time to do all this,
I
and
think.
yeah, it just really means a lot. And we will be back next week, so tune in, see who we have. Got it planned out. It's gonna be another special one I'm excited for. And yeah, have an amazing rest of your days.
Thank you for the invitation.
Oh yeah.